Do you know what it means to hand Senegal the trophy?
Would they give back their medals?
The trophy, and then what are you gonna do?
Would they give back their medals?
Would they give back the trophy? Would they hand back all the medals? Is there gonna be a ceremony for Morocco? Even if you were the one to receive the new trophy, would you actually be happy you merited it?
Yeah.
Because guess what? It's actually crazy. How can you say they forfeited the game, but the referee actually ended the game? Like, who represents CAF in that specific match? That is the referee. The referee represents CAF. He decides what happens and what doesn't happen. Guys, welcome to episode 20 of the Scoreboard. Episode 20 of the Scoreboard. We're recording on Wednesday. The Champions League is over with. The run of 16 is wrapped up. And we are heading to the quarterfinals, guys. Exciting matchups. Exciting quarterfinal round of 16. 68 total goals across two legs between 16 teams. It was so ecstatic to watch this round. I enjoyed every single piece of it, guys.
How you know the stats? 68 goals. Da 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 da.
Who is this? Who is this? Why are you talking? Hey, how is the team? I was so busy over the week, guys. Actually, I didn't. What did you guys qualify for the quarterfinals?
No, we postponed it. There are some financial reasons I have been suspended. We will not be able to buy players. We'll not be able to buy players, so we have been suspended. So we'll be playing the Champions League just next year.
No, but yesterday you played the game yesterday. I recall that you guys went to Paris and you lost 5-2.
For real?
And then over the weekend you lost 1-0 to Newcastle at home. I don't know what happened in your return leg against Paris Saint-Germain. What happened?
They postponed it as well.
No,
They postponed the game as well.
Oh, wow. I mean, I can actually check real quick.
So you could check.
Oh my God. You guys lost 3-0 at home, bro. How is that even possible? Yeah, back to back losses. You couldn't even score one goal at the Stamford Bridge. One goal. What are you guys doing? This actually confirms what I've been saying. The Club World Cup finals against PSG last year was an entire fluke. And I told you last year, as soon as the Champions League draw was made, you were like, I want Chelsea, I want PSG, I want Barca, I want this and that. You got PSG, brother. You were supposed to show that you guys actually merited that finals. And you guys shit the bed. You guys actually lost the 2.5 spread at home and away. 5-2 on the road, bro. And then at the Stamford Bridge, where you've had players like Drogba and all kind of legends playing and winning for Chelsea, you couldn't score one goal, just one, against PSG. A team that lost 3-1 to Monaco at home. That is absurd. That's a big disgrace to Chelsea. I cannot even believe this. That means you guys are actually going to go through the entire season without winning any trophy, and you have a high chance of playing the Conference League next season. That is appalling.
Why do you have a high chance? Because we're siege right now.
Bro, I don't even know. You tell me. You guys couldn't score one. Look at Newcastle. You couldn't even take a draw. You guys got swept by Newcastle this season. A team that is out of the top 10 in the Premier League.
I don't know why you're biting or you're backing so loud.
No, I'm trying to understand things from a Chelsea perspective. Because just 6 months ago, you were shouting on this podcast, world champions! What?
But we are still world champions.
No, but talk to me though.
But we're still world champions.
Are you still juiced up from the world championship?
We're still world champions.
Okay, so now talk to me as a world champion. What is your plan moving forward as the world champion?
We'll win the FA Cup. We'll come back with the Champions League.
What FA Cup, bro?
We'll win the FA Cup. We're going to get the trophy for sure. We're going to win the FA Cup.
Brother, I need you to actually look at things from a realistic perspective now. No more delusion, okay? No more delusion. Be honest with me. You guys are not even playing like a team that can actually win anything, honestly speaking. You guys are not playing like a team that is worthy of top 5.
It's not easy. We're a very young team, to be honest. We're a very young team. We have a lot of young players.
Oh, you guys are still building? You're still building?
We're not building, but we lack some sort of maturity in the team, to be honest. And a couple of key players having injuries and they have not come back to form. Cole Palmer, to be honest, he's not been good. He's not been good this year. Like clean passes that I could give to Joao Pedro and players, he's not giving them.
So I'm going to ask you one more time before you continue. If you had a finals tomorrow, yeah,
mm-hmm.
and you did it at number 10, between Cole Palmer and Femi Lopez, who would you pick to start your finals tomorrow? Let's test your delusion.
Is that how?
No, I'm just asking you a simple question.
Is that how we make choices?
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
So if you had a final tomorrow, and you have Ronaldinho, and then you have,
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Now and then, that's not how they make choices.
No, I'm asking a simple question.
No. That's how.
One of the main things when it comes to sports debates and discussion is all about hypothetics. It's all about hypothetical questions. Well, what if Messi this and that? What if? If
you're always one asking, talking about ifs.
This is a simple question I'm asking you. If you had to play a final tomorrow and you had to pick a 10 between Femi Lopez and Kopama, who would you pick?
I'll take the player that is in form now.
Which is?
Let's continue.
I mean, I'm glad you're realizing yourself. You're coming out of the cave and you're actually seeing the light. This is something I've been trying to get out of you for the last 8 months, but I'm actually glad you're coming around right now. But hey,
let's see how long your delusion is gonna last. You're gonna go meet
I'm
us.
deluded.
I'm
comfortable in the next round, brother.
Okay, let's see.
I'm comfortable in the next round.
Comfortable going to go meet an Atletico Madrid side that beat you guys 4-0.
Brother.
4-0, not 3-0.
In the next round.
4-0, not 3-0.
I'm in the next round.
And
okay?
Atletico side that gave you guys 4-0.
I'm in the next round. It doesn't matter if they eliminate us. All that matters to me is that I went further than you in the competition.
That you went further.
Listen,
that's an achievement.
I went further than you in the competition.
That's an achievement.
Hold on, let me tell you the achievement. Do you want to hear the achievement?
Tell me the achievement.
I have 5 Champions League titles. How many do you have? How many Champions League titles do you have? You don't answer questions. You just like to talk.
When is the last time you won the Champions League?
First of all, answer my question.
No.
How many Champions League titles do you have?
When is the last time you won the Champions League?
Look at this guy. You have 2 Champions League titles in your entire existence. So let me tell you this, okay? Be humble, okay? Be humble. That's what Haaland told Gabriel. Be humble, eh? Be humble. So now let's move on. I don't want to grill Chelsea because there's just too much to talk about. But like you said, they don't have a difference maker. You have a bunch of young players, no one to actually step up and make a big play. So who knows? Maybe next year they'll come back and they'll try to find a new manager because Rosenio is not a guy, honestly. He doesn't have big play tactics. Maybe Maresca would have done something. Maybe he would have come up with a way to actually score a goal against PSG and play around football. Find a way. But you guys got battered at home. But, bro, do you know what it means to actually be down 3-0 and then you cannot even score a single goal? Even Tottenham Hotspurs, who are actually battling relegation right now, actually won their matchup against Atletico Madrid 3-2. After being down 5-2, just like you guys, they actually won the game. That's how you fight. That's how you show team spirit. That's how you go out of the competition with your heads high. But you guys, that 3-0 at home again, 8-3 on aggregate, bro. Oh, man. I'm done with you, Chelsea. I'm done. That is just appalling, bro. That's appalling, man.
But yeah, we'll take it. It's all right. But guys, welcome to episode 20 of the podcast. Thank you guys for your support so far. It's bad for someone like me, but thank you for the support so far. And obviously, please like, share, and subscribe.
Guys, please, I need you to grill this guy in the comments because this guy has been the biggest noisemaker in the whole world when it comes to Chelsea Football Club.
I hope you will keep on making the noise when they meet Atletico Madrid and probably Arsenal. But let's move forward. Let's not hang ourselves on this. Another big Champions League game this week, Madrid versus Man City. And this goes to talk about the Premier League debate and stuff like that. Madrid won City first leg and second leg. They absolutely dismantled City.
Yeah. That was...
Do you see this coming? Second leg again. I mean, they had a red card, but it was still not a worthy performance, to be honest.
I think initially I thought Man City would win the game, but it would have been like a 2-1 scoreline or 3-2 scoreline. But I think the red card against Bernardo changed every single thing. And it was actually a merited red card because if your hand is in natural position, it has to stay there. You don't use it to make it a play.
Yeah.
That's a red card and it changed everything for the team. And Madrid actually came with a very, very good game plan. Those guys know how to play Champions League. That is why they're the case of the Champions League. Madrid, you don't have a Barca jersey on, but you have to give credit where it's due. Madrid came into this game well prepared and they had an upper hand. The Champions League is full of moments. 3 moments at home, 3 goals, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, Man City, those guys have to go figure things out, but that was a very, very big masterclass by Madrid, and they actually deserve to go through. And I also think it's just too many things that can fuel a team up. The initial disrespect, where sports books and everyone else were actually considering Real Madrid to be the underdogs at home.
Yeah.
That actually made Madrid extremely hungry, and they were chasing the entire game. Like I couldn't understand that.
Vinicius had something to pay as well, considering that last year when last time when Real Madrid faced City after Rojo won the Ballon d'Or, they were making
he's crying. That is a cry.
So he definitely had something to say. Yeah, he had the last laugh, or technically the last laugh, to be honest.
Oh yeah. So Man City, I mean, now they have to come back and try to fight for the Premier League and fight for the EFL Cup. But this is what the Champions League is all about, man. It's all about being the best team, taking the moments, having that final quality, not about physicality and all those things.
Yeah.
And now you've got Man City, another Premier League team, leaving the Champions League. So it's not all about physicality. 4 out of the 6 Premier League teams are out, bro.
Yeah,
that's absurd. I mean, I didn't see Man City leaving. I thought it would take out Madrid. PSG at Chelsea was a 50-50. Atletico was a 50-50 because it's Atletico. It's
Atletico.
So that was just a big surprise to me. And obviously we destroyed Newcastle, but we're going to talk about that anyways. But yeah, I mean, I think Man City, they deserve to lose the game because those decisions are actually very, very damaging to your game.
Yeah.
And I thought they actually started the game very well. They started very well, so many chances. But at the same time, Vinicius Junior had so many chances, even before that.
The thing is, when you play with that kind of high line of pressing, it's the same thing with Man City. So we're trying to score more goals. You are definitely going to leave your back line vulnerable,
Yeah.
So that's exactly why I was so sure that Madrid's going to score, not 1, not 2. Even when PSG was coming to play Chelsea, I was so sure that they're going to score us just because when we are playing against them, we take the advantage of the fact that we can press, we can make ourselves compact. But we are trying to chase the game and score multiple goals. You expand yourself and then you leave the space for Bakula, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and they take advantage of that space and they can run. And if you see, most of the goals came from running, getting the play, running, and then, scoring. So when you're doing that against Man City, it's so when Man City is doing that against Real Madrid, it's so difficult for them not to get a goal or not to do this. But one last thing though regarding City is Guardiola getting tired or what's happening?
They said they'll be back next year.
Last season they won no trophy. This season they're not careful. They'll probably go trophyless again.
Yeah, but they've dominated the league. They've won the Champions League. I think he's achieved everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's very, very difficult to stay on top for long. It's extremely difficult to stay on top. And Guardiola, he went to 2 Champions Leagues. He lost one to Chelsea. He won one against Inter. And he's won, is it 5 or 3 Champions Leagues?
About Premier Leagues, about 6 Premier Leagues.
Exactly. And Liverpool was the only team. So he's achieved so many things in that club. And I think once De Bruyne exited, you kind of saw that, they had to rebuild. They had to fill new positions. And it takes time. But I feel like he's going to be there for at least 1 more year to try to win something before he actually leaves the club. So I think they'll do better next year. But this year, they are not just good enough to win the Premier League or the Champions League.
Yeah.
And hey, the Premier League is still open, bro. You still have at least 6 games to play. And Arsenal, come April and May, they might fumble the balls. But we're going to see.
Yeah. Barcelona?
Give us the next game, bro. Talk to me, bro.
Oh, Barcelona versus Newcastle. This is something, it's dehumanizing, like I said, against Chelsea, but this is the same thing. Newcastle went to face Barcelona in the Camp Nou and they went to play an open game. They didn't give us. I think I for a fact I knew that they'll go and then they'll sit down compact and then try to explode on the counter attack. But Newcastle went to play an open game against a Barcelona team in a very big stadium like Camp Nou, where Barcelona had the chance to run the same way like PSG. Most of their goals came from people running behind. Lamine Yamal playing exceptionally well. I've spoken so funny about him, but to be honest, I think that's definitely top 3 best players in the world, top 3, top 5 best players in the world. Harry Kane and the rest. But I think Barcelona absolutely tore down Newcastle, and if they were to play again in the very way, I think they'll still have a similar result because the pitch is just so big they cannot cover it up, and it's not like you're playing in Newcastle St James Park where when you make a single challenge or you make a single tackle, players fans explode and they clap for you. When you make a tackle in Camp Nou, it's quiet. Nobody cares what it is. So you feel like you're suffering, and you're actually suffering. So that's why I felt like even if they happen and they play in Camp Nou again, it will still be a massacre. It will still be a massacre, to be honest.
Well, there's levels to this. There's just levels to this. The Champions League is for big boys. Even though the Premier League is competitive internally, but when you go to the Champions League, it's a step up. You have to face the big dogs. And Lions, like Zlatan Ibrahimovic said, he said, Lions, they don't compare themselves to humans. So
let's not make this thing as safe. This game was 2-2 till the halftime when there was a
listen, don't go there. Do not go there.
It was 2-2 till that point.
Do not go there.
Like you said, the Champions League is made up of moments, and that was a very big moment that turned the tide. Because the game was 2-2, and it's not like you guys were completely like tearing them into pieces. It was 2-2. The red card, the penalty changed things. So
do not go there.
Why shouldn't I go there?
Do not go there.
Why shouldn't I go there? Was that a turning point in the match or not?
It was. But guess
exactly.
What? If he wasn't held, you don't know what would have happened.
Do you think Rafinha would have made the ball?
We don't know.
No. He said if. What's the matter of if? And you're very good at saying if. If Rafinha wasn't held, do you think he would have gotten to that ball?
We do not know.
No, what do you think?
I think he would have gotten there.
Wow. We're doing lies now?
But guess what?
We're doing lies now?
What I'm sure of, right, is that we won 7-2. That's what I'm sure of. That's what did happen. So let's leave the if a little bit and let's talk about what actually happened. 7-2. And guess what? This is the biggest club competition in the whole world. You don't go down 3-2 at halftime and you feel like the world has crashed. You have 45 more minutes to come and score. So don't say, hey, because you conceded one goal, well, it's the end of the world. That's not how you play ball. If that's the case, then you would have an excuse to not ever make it to the top. And that's why some teams don't have more than 2 Champions League titles because of things like this. In the Champions League, you have to play to 90 minutes. That's exactly why you guys actually went down 5-2 on the road. Because it was 2-2 all the way to the 70-something minute. And then you guys gave it away. That's not how you play ball in the Champions League, brother. The Champions League is 94 minutes of blood and sweat.
Let's see if you guys will keep on playing ball when you guys...
We can see whatever...
Atletico Madrid
we can see. We cannot see. We can do whatever. We can do as we are told. All I know is that we've made it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And I'm actually very warm and cozy in this Barcelona flag that you brought for me. So yeah, no, but that was a good game by Barca. That was a very, very good game. I'm very, very satisfied with that win. Excellent game. I like the fact that Lewandowski scored. He needed it after injuries and, vision issues with the thing on his face.
Yeah.
I was very, very happy for Lewandowski. Rafinha back on form, healthy. Lamine Yamal made up for a very early mistake that cost us a goal. Very, very happy with the midfield. Everyone is healthy. So I'm happy about it. And this is our next chance. We're going to play Atletico Madrid. Time for revenge at the Copa del Rey. We're going to do what we do best. And then we proceed to the semi-finals. So thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but another interesting game where a team had to do a comeback, Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Very good game. But there was a huge turning point in the game. Victor Osimhen's injury.
Victor Osimhen would not have done anything in that matchup.
Do you see how he couldn't play with his hand? No. Don't get me wrong. I still think Liverpool would have probably gotten a good this thing against them. But with his injury, they couldn't play any long balls to him. He couldn't head the ball. He couldn't do anything at that point in time. But I feel like that injury was a big turning point for the game.
It was not a big, in my opinion.
I feel like it was a big turning point in the game because once Liverpool said it's like moments, you score one, then you get up and score like 3 in a row, like 3 in the space of 10 minutes, 20 minutes after the second half. I felt like it was still the same thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's not the one that is defending, though.
No, but it's like, to be honest, right? Defending is not all about staying in your box and everything. It's about when I defend, if I give the ball forward, do I have somebody who can hold up the ball and then give me some time to rest? If you don't have any time to rest, if you defend now and do something correctly, after 2 minutes, the person's coming back at you, like Lamine Yamal versus Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall can defend extremely well with Lamine Yamal, take a ball a couple of times, but if Lamine Yamal comes at him 10 times, he needs to beat him but just 2 times to score. He doesn't need to beat him all the 8 times, So the same thing. They had no outlet. There was no outlet that somebody could hold up the ball like Osimhen, run the channels and everything. So they were just defending the whole time. And Szoboszlai, masterclass. Salah had to miss his penalty as usual.
Salah actually scored a banger, bro.
Yeah, he scored a banger.
But he missed the penalty. But you can see the confidence. If he's so confident enough to actually try to score a Panenka, which he almost scored, if he went down straight.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
But he actually missed it, and then in the second half, what a goal. What a flick. 2018 Salah got back.
Exactly.
And Liverpool won 4-0. 4-0. That's what it means to be a Champions League caliber team. Where you go down on the road 1-0 and you come back and you know that you have to win this matchup. You go down 1-0 at halftime, 3-2 at halftime. You know that in the second half you have to turn things up. That is the Champions League. And Liverpool have showed why they actually deserve to win 6 Champions League titles. because they are a team that know the competition and they know that, yes, this is what we have to do. We have to go get it. Same thing with Barcelona, same thing with Madrid. It's all in their DNA. But that was a very, very outstanding game by Liverpool. And I'm looking forward to the revenge game against PSG because PSG actually eliminated Real Madrid and Liverpool last season in a very, very, very crazy two-leg matchup. I'm really looking forward to Liverpool getting the revenge back.
Yeah, same here. But another game today, can we give some kudos to Bayern Munich and Arsenal? I've spoken ill about Arsenal and stuff, but Bayern Munich and Arsenal, they are presently on a run to win every major competition which they are both inside. What do you think?
I think these two teams are actually very, very good. And those two teams are the favorites to meet in the finals. They're the favorites, even though Real Madrid is still a phantom favorite because this is the competition. One thing with Bayern, though, is that they've played only one good team all season long, which is PSG. And they won the game because PSG got a red card. Yeah, you can see whatever, but they won the game.
They play Chelsea. What are you saying?
Oh, I mean, Chelsea is not a big team this season.
So let's not get into it like that.
So Bayern actually they've played 1-2 games and they actually beat Chelsea. You know, say Chelsea, they demolished Chelsea 3-1. But Bayern tends to give away goals. Bayern gave a goal to Atalanta at home and away. So when they meet a team like Madrid or Haram Football Arsenal, then you have to know that you don't have to give away those chances. Just like my Barcelona, we are going to give you 1 or 2 or 3 chances to score. But Bayern have to actually come prepared. No, I mean, Kompany is a coach that is going to go all attack the way he plays the game.
Yeah.
But he's shown that they can score 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals against any team. And they can actually defend at least to an extent against PSG, who were not really on form at the time. But this is the time where you don't make mistakes. But the way Bayern have been playing has been very, very exceptional. And I think they can go very far just if they can get past Real Madrid.
Yeah, same here. To be honest, if Bayern plays the same way Man City plays, right, I think that match will be very open.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be very open.
Oh, yeah,
if they were to sit down and be a little bit conservative and say, okay, let's play conservative and play, I think they'll probably win Madrid. But when you come and play Madrid in a way that you're dominating possession, which I think they'll probably do, dominate possession, you expose yourself to Madrid's counter-attack. And with Mbappe and Vinicius, I don't see anything that has a better counter-attack than those two players. Because right now, Vinicius Jr., even though, I mean, considering where he began, he has improved his finishing a lot. He's not yet the best yet, but he is I would say one of the best wingers in the world, top 2, top 3, considering Lamine Yamal and everything. But on the break, to be honest, I will not take anybody above Vinicius Jr.
I remember the last time Madrid played Bayern, and there was a controversy. And there was a controversy in that game. Joselu scored, and then Bayern scored after that. Bayern actually scored, and they called it offside, and it was not even offside. Was VAR even present at the time? I think VAR was present. It was clear. It was extremely clear that there was no offside. And they actually called something like a foul, whatever, against Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is actually a game that Bayern will be actually here to actually get back at Real Madrid. And the second leg is going to be in Bayern this time because that matchup, the first leg was in Germany, 2-2 draw, and then they went to Spain to finish it up. Bayern is going to eliminate Real Madrid.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
Well, we're definitely going to have to see. And then for Arsenal, bro, those guys can defend. Those guys know how to pack the bus. Haram football, they'll score 1 goal from a set piece or a corner kick, and they'll just pack the bus or defend.
Yeah.
So they have that formula.
I really not like Arsenal, but to be honest, when you have such a good defense and then you can actually
and they can score
your corners and stuff like that. You can score when you need to score. Eberechi Eze as well.
Very, very good player.
But that was the juice I think they need to add inside, and they were keeping him outside and playing Odegaard here and there. But that was the main man he had to be like that. Odegaard's injury, I think that Odegaard's injury was the best thing that happened to us now because they started playing Eberechi Eze more centrally and more often and stuff like that. Scored a banger, man. He's the one who really pretty much opened this game against Leverkusen.
Yeah.
And with that kind of attack and defense, I think that
these guys can go so
and they are beating this thing already.
Sporting. They did Sporting last season.
And they beat Bayern, I think, during the group phase.
Yes, they did beat Bayern.
So that I'm saying, like, right
now.
Do
you think if Arsenal meet Barcelona, they're gonna play an open game? Just like Newcastle and the others and PSG? Or do you think Arteta is going to stick to his
I think
mechanics?
Arteta is so pragmatic that I don't think he can play an open game.
I think he's going to stick to what he does best.
Yes,
defense, go counters, find set pieces, find corners, which is something they excel at.
They excel at. So.
I have a feeling. I really hope we can eliminate Atletico because I want to face Arsenal.
And the truth is that I just think Barcelona has so much firepower.
If they don't play open football, if they don't try to beat the high line, it's gonna be a tough matchup for them.
Yeah, because you just can't. You can only defend for that long, and when you defend for that way, you can defend well. But when you have somebody that, if you give him the ball, Lamine Yamal, he can beat you. Like if he goes against you 6 times, he can beat you 5 out of the 6 times. If you're very good, he can beat you 3 times.
They have a left back problem.
Exactly, because Calafari will come, Hincapié will come.
They have a left back problem.
So it's. You cannot tell me Lamine Yamal comes to you. If you are extremely good, he will beat you 3 out of 6 times.
Yeah.
If you're shaking, he's gonna beat you 5 out of 6 times.
Yeah.
So and you can only defend for so long.
You can. And one thing I noticed was that it looks like the Champions League knockout phase has changed a little bit. It looks like Arsenal will play all their second legs at home because they play the second leg against Leverkusen at home against Sporting. Their first leg is in Portugal, which means the second leg will be at home.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe the adjustment they made from last season.
They made all the top.
That you're going to respect the tiers,
the
which means that if you play Arsenal, the first leg is going to be at home, and that's going to be a crazy second leg.
Yeah.
And the Emirates is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So we definitely have to blow them out at home if he gets there. But hey, I'm thinking too far because you have Atletico to deal with.
Yeah.
But anyways, talking about Premier League teams, Man City, bro. We're going to go back to the Premier League. Man City actually gave Arsenal the keys to the Premier League by tying against West Ham. West Ham, bro. That is crazy. What do you think about that? Because now Arsenal are like 9 points away. But what do you think about that matchup?
That matchup, Man City is just not built. Is that they are not. I think this title is just pretty much Arsenal's on to lose, right? It's Arsenal on to lose. City are not playing convincing in any way to show that they can go and really put up a fight. I think we are the people telling City that they're in the title race because sometimes they play like they don't know they're in the title race. But don't get me wrong, West Ham have been playing so good. Like the past 10 matches they have won, they have lost only about 1 or 2. They come back against Chelsea and stuff like that. And unfortunately, Cristiano Somerville is injured. He would have made a very big difference. They probably should have even won the game. But to be honest, Man City doesn't play like it's that chasing the title. Like when Liverpool and Man City went like how many games unbeaten, when Liverpool was 1 point, that was chasing the title.
Yeah.
Man City doesn't look like that chasing the title.
Yeah, Arsenal will win the Premier League because if Man City was to come back, even if Arsenal was to bottle a few games, this is the game that Man City would actually win to catch up to them.
Yeah.
But they don't have that they don't have that oomph anymore. They don't have that it factor anymore. So I think the Premier League is a wrap. It belongs to Arsenal.
Exactly.
At this point
the win over Everton 2-0 when things were looking tight.
Actually another big boost.
It just once your team is already doing that, then you should wrap it up. If you wrap it up.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, but now a very, very big one, big controversy, AFCON theatrics. We spoke about this, the AFCON final, where Senegal went off the pitch for some time, close to 15 minutes, delayed the game, and then they actually won the game 1-0 after Brahim Diaz missed the penalty. Now, officially, the trophy has been given to Morocco by the CAF. What do you think about that?
That was a big disgrace. That was a total disgrace in my opinion. Because the referee is supposed to represent CAF in that match.
Yeah.
So whatever happened, the referee's decision was supposed to stand. Okay, the players went out. Okay, you didn't say, okay, you guys forfeited the game and the game is over. You guys made some kind of negotiations and it came back and the game continued all the way to extra time. And the referee was also there refereeing the game. Senegal scored. The game ended and they won the trophy. Everything was supposed to end there. You don't go back into an office and decide to pull the game tape and you try to judge whatever happened. Bro, that was a big disgrace to African football. And someone said that they actually said African football 100 years back. That might be an exaggeration, but you definitely said it back because this is not the repetition you want to give to
When was the last time you won a trophy by mailing it or won a trophy by somebody sitting in office and passing a judgment? When was the last time that happened?
That is crazy.
Like, what is the rationale behind it? Because I don't get that thing went by, right? There was a whole scandal a little bit, but it wasn't too much. The trophy went off. Senegal had a trophy. What is the essence of them doing this? Like, for example, when you take a decision like a footballing body, for example, you're trying to do something correct. You're trying to maybe correct something which has already gone wrong. But that thing is already people are happy about it, people are good about it. But this particular thing, what positive thing does it do? Is there any positivity that a member of the CAF was like, we're doing this for the positive reason? Is there anything that I can think about?
I don't see any positive thing to this. There's nothing positive about this. Nothing at all. In fact, it's a negative because people see the tournament as a complete joke. Do you know what it means to hand Senegal the trophy?
Would they give back their medals?
The trophy and then what are you gonna do?
Would they give back their medals?
Would they give back the trophy? Would they hand back all the medals? Is there gonna be a ceremony for Morocco? Even if you were the one to receive the new trophy, would you actually be happy you merited it?
Yeah.
Because what's what? It's actually crazy. How can you say they forfeited the game, but the game won? The referee actually ended the game. Like, who represents CAF in that specific match? That is the referee. The referee represents CAF. He decides what happens and what doesn't happen. The same thing happens with all the penalties and everything else. So that was a total disgrace, in my opinion. That shouldn't have happened. I don't even understand what they were thinking behind the scenes, but it was just appalling, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was just crazy. And like I said, it's disgraceful. It takes African football so back. And people like Jimmy Carragher can now open them out and talk about this. And
It's like, he said the same thing when Salah was going to the AFCON. Now, he actually posted something in his story. Like, I told you so.
Yeah,
kind of picture.
You are just giving him more firepower to keep on making noise and stuff like that. So it just sets out so back.
Yeah, totally disgrace.
Guys, thank you very much. But tell us, what was your most interesting game from the Champions League?
It's got to be Barca, right?
I mean, it might be Barca. It
might be Chelsea.
You don't know, but tell us what your most interesting game. Yeah. Now let's go to the last week before international break. We have some very, very interesting games, and the first game that might be a title decider. Let's go to Spain. The Madrid derby. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid just beat Man City, and now I think at this point in time with Mbappe back, they are probably in one of the best. They can feel one of the best. They have many injuries, but I think they feel like they are doing very well. What do you think about this game? Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
I mean, Atletico Madrid, I have mixed feelings about you. I have so many mixed feelings about you because now I want you to beat Madrid, and then when you face us, I want you to play very badly so that I can win you. And then, I don't know, bruh. But I just want those guys to actually get a single point from Madrid. Find a way to stop Atletico Madrid. Just tie the game or just win them like you did because they won 5-2 previously.
Yeah.
So if you can find a way to actually tie against Madrid, slow them down, that would actually be huge for you because you're going to play Barcelona.
Yeah.
So it's actually good for you to test out your skills against the top teams, to see how far you can go in the Champions League and also the league. But those guys are third. I don't know if Villarreal is so far off. But they have to actually get some points as well to be guaranteed the third position. But I need you guys to actually win this matchup. Or at least tie, just so that you know that you can face up with the big boys on the road. What do you think?
To be honest, I think Real Madrid goes in here and they know it's a must-win game. Luckily that from winning Man City, they have all the momentum here. I mean, Atletico Madrid also won, but they don't have a lot to lose except that it's a derby. So I think Real Madrid go in here and they know that they have everything in here. Like, it's a must-win game. Mbappe just got back. He should be going in full throttle. I think the main players missing here are just Jude Bellingham and then the left back Carreras and stuff like that. But I think the core of the Real Madrid team is present. So I think Real Madrid go in here and they get the business done. It will not be a friendly game because Atletico Madrid have firepower. They have firepower, but I think Real Madrid go in here and they absolutely get the win just to make sure the title is still a title race.
Yeah.
Just to make sure Barcelona don't get everything done.
Yeah. No, I mean, if Madrid wins, I will not be surprised, but I really hope Atletico can actually, at least get a tie, if not win the game. And then next up, we have your team. Your team that lost 3 games in a row. Now you guys are going to Everton to play Everton on the road. You guys have a good record against them. Now, this is your chance. You have to fully focus on the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Will you win this match or you will find a way to tie the game?
To be honest, I think this is the best possible opportunity for us. Right now, our fans literally booed us off the field. People left the field mid-game. So, if we were to play again in front of the Chelsea fans, people will be skeptical, people will make mistakes because they'll try to play conservative because they're not trying to do anything funny. But right now, we're playing in Everton, meaning we have all pressure off our backs. We don't have fans booing us and stuff like that. We're playing in Everton. So it will make us be more expressive and feel like we need to do something positive. So I think this is just the best type of game we can play, Everton. But Everton is a very stubborn team, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to on the Chelsea aspect or how we think about things, this is the best type of game we can play. So Chelsea versus Everton, we go into Everton, we don't have pressure from the fans, we go and take a win, come back, and then people can keep quiet. But I'm very, 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 very disappointed with Liam Rosinho and everything so far. So
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you. I think this is a game you want to lose. There's no way you lose this game. If you lose this game, you might start thinking of not allowing Rosinho into the building next time.
His card is not working again.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a very big game. And then now we have relegation battle. Spurs against Forest. Spurs are out of the Champions League. Now they have to fight for staying in the Premier League. Now, Nottingham Forest, they've battled relegation a few times before last season where they actually qualified. Or I think the season before. Spurs actually tied. They might get relegated. Now, the last time Forest played against Spurs in their stadium, they wanted to beat Spurs 2-0. So this is a game that Spurs have to win. But Forest, they know how to stay and play these kind of games. Do you think Spurs can get a win here? Or do you think they'll tie the game and keep, dragging the relegation title all the way to March 38th?
To be honest, Spurs got their first win under Igor Tudor today, which is the day we're recording. And in as much as they went out of Champions League, I think they got a little boost.
Okay.
Spurs has a big name. And we know that it's not big name that plays football, but I just think Spurs going in here like this game is a must win. After getting your first win, you should be comfortable enough to go in here and then scrap out the win. I don't think the Forest going here to defeat them. So I think Forest is also playing this conference league.
Conference league, yeah. So they're going to be tired.
A little bit tired. I think Spurs just had a little bit more to go in and then try to get out of this relegation fight.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Forest because these guys know how to defend in this scenario. They know how to play counterattacks. And I think they will actually expose Spurs. And I actually think Spurs will be relegated. If that happens, I'll be very, very happy because that's going to even discredit the Premier League even more.
No,
top 6 team.
It doesn't.
Top 6 team.
It actually gives us more. It actually tells us that we are very competitive.
Or it maybe says you guys are too overrated.
No. It tells us that we are very competitive. We are very competitive that a team here can actually be relegated. It's not like you come in.
It was just a fluke that they've been out of.
Fluke? How? How can they be up for that?
Many things are flukes, including Chelsea's Club Cup win. But anyways, let's go to Sunday. Championship Sunday. Arsenal faces Man City at Wembley Stadium for the Carabao Cup. Now, Man City, if they don't win this matchup, they're winning nothing. Maybe unless they win the FA Cup. But whoever wins this game is going to be happy at the end of the season because they won something.
Won their first trophy.
They won their first trophy of the season. Who do you think is going to win this game? I personally think... I don't even know who's going to win.
Me, but
I do not know. Because on one hand, you have Man City who are so disappointed by the game against Real Madrid. And you have Arsenal who are so boosted by the game against Leverkusen. But now Man City needs to be motivated because this is their only shot at winning something decent to actually propel them to a good ending of the season. You have Arsenal who need to win this game to show that they can actually win it all. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I'm going to watch this game from the start to the end.
Yeah.
Who's the team going to win?
When I look at it, Man City should have all the, this is their do it all. Like, if you want to put pressure on Arsenal, you need to win this game to show them that you can actually win them.
Yes.
If Arsenal wins this game, they have the upper hand. They know that they've won you before when they're coming to and play you.
They don't care.
They don't care. They have won you before. They can still do it again. So I think all the pressure is on Man City. Arsenal haven't won a trophy since Teta's first season, but I still think the pressure is on Man City. So yeah. I think they come in this game. I think they come to this game and it will be a very funny, scrappy game, like you said. Initially, scrappy game, probably 1-0, 1-1, or very low scoring. I just don't think there'll be too much firepower flowing up and down. So, but I think Arsenal have an edge, man. They just have so much quality. Arsenal just has so much quality. You can expect a goal from so many people. From Eberechi Eze, from Saka, which I think he's been very mediocre, from Leandro Trossard, and finally Gyökeres. Gyökeres is coming up to speed. City, if they play anything like he can overpower their Man City's defense. So I just think Arsenal have the edge, and that might be the starting of Arsenal winning at least 3 trophies this season. 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. At least 2 for sure because they win the Premier League.
Yeah.
But if they get this one, it's at least 2 trophies, and that's actually a beginning to something very big for Arsenal.
So you predicted that Arsenal win the trophy. Do you bet anything on it?
The Premier League.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna regret very soon.
No. That was just I don't. It's not in every situation where I put my money where my mouth is.
But you told me this year you're gonna bet on futures. What happened?
I changed my mind again when it came to Arsenal. I changed my mind because that's the first time I'm betting against a team that I don't have enough data. That was just my instincts. That was not something that I had my personal numbers to back. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, best bets this weekend. I'm gonna start because I'm very, very excited. I'm so excited that I feel like I'm gonna win this weekend. We're going to talk about this game on Sunday. Arsenal against Man City. This game is in no man's land. So there's nothing like you have a home crowd cheering you up for every tackle that you make. Now, you have two teams that have been playing in the Premier League or in the Champions League. They are very, very tired. They don't want to play.
Yeah.
They just want to get it over with. So the first team that scores this game is going to park the bus. Because I've seen both teams park the bus in many games this season. So I'm going to take under 2.5 goals. Because if Arsenal scores first, they will play around football. If Man City scores first, they'll play the same way they play against Newcastle at home when they actually pack the bus in the entire second half. So I've got under 2.5 goals because a 1-0 or 1-1 game is actually what I see happening. And then I'll go to Liverpool. I love Liverpool. This is the chance for them to get back in the win column, fight for top 4. I've got Liverpool to win a draw against Brighton because Brighton cannot play football right now. I'm going next to a team that I actually despise, but I'm still going to bet on them because I love the statistics. Chelsea have been very, very good against Everton in the last 5 matchups. And this is a game where they actually step down in competition. They play against a team that is not too tactical, so they can actually control the game. They can actually defend very well. And they can actually put the entire Champions League behind them and try to go for the top 5. So I'm going to take Chelsea to win a draw against Everton. And that pays 3.23 odds. And I'm very comfortable. What about you?
Yeah, no, that's huge. For me, the first thing, a team I've been riding the whole season, Red Bull, RB Leipzig. Leipzig versus Hoffenheim. I'm going to go in with Leipzig shots. And this game is on Friday, so Leipzig over 12.5 shots. That's about 1.4 odd. Mm-hmm. Second game is going to be Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, same thing. I've been going with a shot, and I think Olise plays because he was rested. So I'm going to go Bayern Munich over 16.5 shots, and then also their win column as well. So we're already at 2.2.
Yep.
Then I have 2 games which I'm tentative on. So I have Barcelona versus Rayo.
Okay.
That's for the spread. And then I have Real Madrid shots versus Atletico Madrid.
Big one.
Yeah, which I think is definitely going to get in. So you can take Leipzig and Bayern shots, just 2 odd. And then if you want to add something, you can look at Barca versus Rayo or Real Madrid shots versus Atletico Madrid. But yeah.
Excellent. That pays like another 2 odds, right?
And that's us exactly.
Yeah. But hey, guys, excellent one. Let us know what your best predictions this weekend are. Let us know who's going to win the Carabao Cup. And let us know who is going to win the Champions League. Visca Barca. And good luck to you, Chelsea, in the future. We're going to see you guys next week.
Take care.